I've traveled around this great country of ours for the last 25 years with the Roadhouse Rockers. I've met some of the best car and bike builders, been to the biggest shows and auctions in the country. I've seen some of the coolest hot rods and classics around. But some of the greatest ones are right here in our own backyard. My name is Rick McGee, and this is Gearheadz USA. Hey, welcome to Gearheadz USA. Well, today we're back in historical Titusville, Pennsylvania with a master craftsman, George Jones. George, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh man, I met George last year at the Hillbilly Fly-In, and this guy had a 37 Nash that he turned into a rat rod hearse, right? Is that what you would call it, a rat rod hearse? He did all this work. This is what really blew me away. Not only did you do all the mechanics work, you did all the electronics work, you did all of the molding and all of the artwork, plus all this beautiful woodwork. Like when I said, where did you get that casket? You said, I made it.
Right.
So you're a master woodworker on top of all of that. So like some of the stuff that you did in your house, is you built this all, like this stuff in your bedroom was all built out of scrap wood, you said?
Right.
Yeah, well, so explain a little bit of that. Like you just take scrap wood and thought, well, I'm going to make some nightstands out of it in a bed, or
right? That's it.
That's all you did. I mean, you didn't have this plan.
I just used what I had in my shop and made everything.
So did you do this for your job for years? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I save all the wood that was coming off the job. Anything over 2 or 3 feet long, I save it.
And all this woodworking and everything, you do this all just in your little shop inside your house, and you got this kind of a bigger shop that you do all your car work on. This is really amazing, this woodwork, and the artwork that you did, like all these little plastic. A lot of it's plastic, is it, or you make it out of Bondo?
Bondo, plaster Paris.
Yeah, and you make these rubber molds yourself, right?
I make the rubber molds.
You make the rubber molds, and then you go on to. You make I don't know how you can envision all this stuff and then put it all together. This is really amazing. But the woodwork is amazing all by itself. But then when we look at these cars, and it's just let's start with, what do you got right here, George? What's
39 Chevy.
It's a what year?
39
Well,
Chevrolet.
it looked like it had some pretty modern stuff in it.
Yeah,
okay, so
kind of upgraded a little bit.
Okay, so you started out with a. Wow, I mean, I'm looking at it, almost kind of looks like a PT Cruiser or a...
Yeah, everybody think, but it's actually my dad's 39 Chevy. Okay,
so you started out with just a plain 39 Chevy. Was it a 4-door sedan, or?
No, it was a 2-door, and I made it 4-door.
Oh, you made it a 4-door?
Yeah.
Now that's really strange, because I see a lot of people taking 4-doors and making them into 2-doors. So explain a little bit what you did to this, because it's so different, it's so wild.
Yeah, I put a front wheel drive on it, 2000 Cavalier front wheel drive with a 5-speed, and I got Cobalt Chevrolet headlights in it.
So you had to take the whole, is this on a different chassis then, or what did you do?
Yes, it's on a front wheel drive chassis. Okay,
so you had to take like all the old Chevy parts off and took the body off, and then you had to adapt it to this front wheel drive.
Fabricated, yeah.
So wow. How do you get all this stuff in this garage here, man? You must have some people helping you lift stuff.
No, I got a lift for it.
I didn't see that. Must be hid somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And and then after you're all done with that, so you put a front wheel drive. So this is all the drivetrain out of the Cavalier. Okay. So is a V6 or?
No, 4-cylinder.
It's a 4-cylinder. So this 4-cylinder pulls this thing around pretty good.
Yep, it will.
All right. This is nice. So explain a little bit. After you got done doing all the mechanical work, turning it over into a front wheel drive, then you cut it from a 2-door to a 4-door.
Right.
Did all that work on the inside. Now I see you molded, like what are the lights, the headlights you got on
this? They come out of a Cavalier.
It's just a Cavalier. It's a Cavalier too.
Cavalier.
Okay. And you had these fenders. I see, how you molded it up. So this is the stock Chevy fenders, but you molded part of the Cavalier into that. Wow. This hood. Now you got some kind of a ratchet I see on there to lift up your hood.
Right. I got that's me up and down.
And it's all electric.
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome. Now the grill is the stock grill?
Yes,
you just modified a little bit on that.
I just put the front shroud on it.
Oh, you made the shroud, okay.
Yeah.
And then on the back, I notice your taillights are completely different on the back.
They come
What
out
are
of 2010 Volkswagen.
Those are Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I noticed you have some more artwork on this thing. In the back here, what's it says? You have. What is this little display? Is this like showing what you did to the vehicle from where you started and to where you finished?
To finish, yes.
Okay. And this, did you make the skeletons too?
No. I bought
Okay, that's something that you didn't make. All right, we got it now.
Yeah.
So right in here it says George H. Jones, 1939 Chevrolet. So you explain what it is: 2.4 liter twin cam front wheel drive, 5-speed. All right.
Yeah.
So you just adapted the old Chevy with the new Chevy,
right.
and you did all this paintwork. Is this like a kind of a
pearl white?
Yeah, pearl white. And the interior is just really cool in this too.
I did all the upholstery work in there.
You did all the upholstery work in there. What's some kind of, that's all the molding on the dash, all of that. Now, did you have to build the molds like you do with the same way? Or
yeah.
How did you do that?
Actually, that is, the dash made out of black walnut. I carved it myself.
Oh, wow. And what about like what you got on the side of the doors here? Is that what black walnut around there, or is that?
That is the regular frame I painted.
You painted it to make it look like it. Okay. What is you got? Is that your speaker system there? Or?
It's just it's a speaker in the door.
And you just made your own.
The rings is just for the looks.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. And so, what about this? What do I see in the middle in your console there? So you have. Kind of modernized it with a screen and everything. It's got like your GPS and all that on it.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really cool. So you took the best of the old and the best of the new and put it together on this thing right here, right? Wow, this is really cool.
And then I added that.
Oh, the electric doors. Wow. So you have all this on just in your hand on a remote.
Right.
Man. How do you keep track of all this stuff? I mean, how do you know how many? How do you know how many? Okay, you know which remote does what.
Yeah.
Look at how you did the exhaust. So the exhaust comes out, and you got Chevrolet written on the bottom.
Running board.
Yeah, running boards. That is really cool. What kind of wheels are you? Are those?
Those are old rims from 1989.
Wow, those look really cool. This thing is just so cool. I love it. last year when I met you, everybody was standing there looking at your Nash, and we were trying to figure out what it was, because we were like, wow, this thing, in case a lot of people didn't see it, you did a lot of work on that, didn't you? Yeah. Was that the first one that you actually did?
No, the first one I done was a Volkswagen, but the Chevrolet was the first one that I did here.
Oh, okay.
And the Hearst was the second one.
So that's the one that you just decided to bring out last year, and we saw it, yeah. So you did all that molding, and all that plastic, made all the artwork and everything on that. So what really blew me away is when I said to you, where did you get that casket? And you said, I made it.
Right.
So that's how you, I was like, wow, I didn't know you were really, really good master of woodworker. This is really cool. Look at the design that you got on everything. You like Halloween, don't you, George?
Yes, I do.
This is cool.
I live for Halloween.
All right. And you said last year you had, you have kind of a big celebration here for the kids to come over. You had 150 some kids
152 kids come by for Halloween.
And it was raining.
And it was raining.
And they all come over here just to check out your stuff.
Check out everything.
And get the free candy, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, let's go over here. Let's see, check out, this is really off the hook here. What did you do here, George? What do we got?
Actually, it's started out as a 52 Studebaker cab.
Okay.
And I got 4 Ranger fenders on the back. I got 37 Ford fenders on the front with 2008 Cobalt headlights in it. And I made the hood myself, so that didn't come off of anything.
But look at what you did with the, you kind of make a gull wing.
I decided I wanted to do something different, so I took the doors and cut it in half, make a gull wing doors on half.
The gull wing, yeah, okay.
And then a suicide doors on the bottom.
This is so cool. So all this stuff in, you kept the Studebaker inside there.
Right.
And all this molding that's on this dash is all, now you said it's plastic and Bondo or whatever. Bondo. But you have to make these molds first. And then it's just amazing to me, how can you envision how this looks by just making a mold up in your head and then making it fit? That's really it's like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot, but.
All right, and then you did all this the upholstery work too?
I did everything, yes.
Wow, this is awesome. And the electronics, is the hood electric on this one too?
No, the only electric I got in this is the windows.
The windows. Okay.
Because when you close the door, you got to have a way to let the windows up.
Okay.
So that's remote control.
But I love the gull wing. That is just so cool.
Yeah.
And now on the side here, I see you have some of your famous Halloween artwork in there. And
right.
Now, did you use, is this like a window off a van or something? Or?
It's off the Ford Ranger.
The extended cab.
Extended cab.
All right. I see. And that's just awesome. What about now, this is a sunroof.
Yeah.
That you put in the back here. What do you got? What's underneath there? Is that like your storage?
That is going to be a,
oh, that is cool.
It's going to be a cooler.
Oh, it's a cooler. Right now it's storage, right?
It's storage right now.
Oh my God, that is awesome. And I love your spider web. Now the back of this thing really blew me away. You put a display back there. You made this skeleton, right? This is all made. You Frenched in your license plate and you put it on an angle. And then all this other molding and everything that you all molded plastic. It's cool. And the bullet holes.
Yeah.
You made all that. Now, these taillights look kind of like a VW, but upside down, right? Or
right, it is.
Beware. I love it. Yeah. What's a spoiler?
I made that.
You made the spoiler?
Yeah, because I wanted to have a double spoiler with the lights in it.
Oh, okay.
And all I had was a short, so I extended that one and built the bottom piece under there.
This is really awesome. Now, what did you do for the drivetrain in this?
Well, I used a 88 Mustang, 302, 5-speed, and parts traction rear end.
Oh, wow.
All out of Mustang.
So you got some Ford and...
Yeah, and I got a Chevy S10 chassis hooked to the front end of the Mustang.
Wow, this is really awesome. Now, what about your big rat right here?
I call it the fat rat.
The fat rat. And you made this rat, too.
Right, I'm Bondo.
Oh, my God, this is... And what about the little one? Is that little one?
No, the little one
you just...
I just bought that one for Halloween.
This is awesome. George, you got, we could show a little bit of your shop. You got quite a workshop. Your other shop, you said, is a little too messy for us to go into right now.
Yeah.
So we'll stand it up, but we can check out. See, you got a nice display of license plates in here. And you know, this is amazing because I walked in here and I'm like, this is as neat as my house. I mean, I can't believe how you keep your shop so neat with all this work that you're doing. I mean, you're doing woodwork, you're doing artwork, you're doing mechanics work, you're doing electronics work, body work, paint work. It's just amazing. This is just one of the cleanest shops I've ever saw. My shop is so messy, I can't even find anything. Look at the trophies that you got. Yeah. Now, these trophies for just these cars we're looking at right here?
Yes.
And this, how long have you actually been taking these cars out and showing them to people?
Since 2005.
2005. So you got a lot of trophies sold. There's a lot of people that appreciate your work. This is just awesome stuff.
Thank you.
By the way, George, you're a vet, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you were in the Air Force for 6 years?
6 years.
God bless you. Thank you for your service. Thank you so much. Okay, George, let's go in here and take a look at some how you do this sculpture work over here. Let's check this out. Why don't you explain how you're making this stuff?
Just use my scrap wood cedar and just cut them and put it together. Then I made a skull and mold it and put it on top.
Where'd you come up with the idea of a surfer coming out the side of his head and a wave coming out there? Did you dream this stuff?
No,
or just come out?
I actually saw this on Facebook with a wooden skull.
Oh, okay.
And I decided I'm going to do it a little bit better and put a skeleton inside surfing.
That is so cool. I bet surfers probably think that's really cool too. Now, what about the other one over here, Bones?
Bones, that goes with my 39 Chevy.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, the head works when you talk to it. So let me show you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So, George Jones, thank you so much. This guy is a master sculptor, woodworker, body man, mechanic, electronics genius. This is just this guy is just awesome. It's all wrapped up into one. And thank you so much for tuning in to Gearheadz USA. We'll see you the next time.